Must be good to be back in Kazakhstan with a win.
Yeah, it is. It's a long way to go, but any chance you get to pull on the green and gold is very special. To do it in the snow is something that I've never really done before either. So it's a really cool environment, something that I love being a part of.
So we think of Kazakhstan as Borat. What did you expect and what did you see when you got there?
To be honest, I didn't do too much research before I went. I just wanted it to be new and experience it all. We stepped off the plane and it was snowing. I've never really been anywhere where the snow is falling from the sky. So it was cool to be a part of, very cold, but yeah, it was a good environment.
How long did it take to get there?
So it was a 14-hour flight from Melbourne to Dubai and then another 4 hours from Dubai to Kazakhstan, yeah.
How'd you fly all that way? It's a long trip on the body, I would have thought.
It is, yeah. Obviously, the support staff we took with us do a great job of making sure our bodies are right. And we had 2 really good sessions over there as well. One just to get the body moving and iron out all the kinks. And then the other one was to really get after it and prepare for Kazakhstan.
There's a bit of debate around the Iran match and whether there be penalties for the Boomers pulling out of that. Looking at the warnings from the Australian government, and it simply says, do not travel to Iran. You could be arrested. You could be terrorism. You could be anything. Were you ever a chance to even consider going to Iran?
No, that was discussed months and months prior. So we were never really heading there. Unfortunately, I think it's going to count as a loss. So it's a pretty good streak that we had running in terms of wins in the Asia qualifiers and World Cup qualifiers and things like that. So it's a shame to see that, I guess, come to an end in some way. But deep down, we know we didn't really lose the game.
Is it realistic to expect anyone to even consider going there for a sporting event?
To be honest, I don't know. I just trusted whatever BA said, and yeah, clearly it was a no-go zone.
How did you feel when that decision was made? It was a no-go zone.
Yeah, I think that's something as a player you want to see Basketball Australia take into their hands, and the safety of the players is obviously paramount. So we trust them.
So you don't really care that it was counted as a loss?
Obviously, you never want to lose, but we also didn't suit up. So it's depending on how you look at it.
How excited were you to hear the news about Sean today?
Yeah, unbelievable. Obviously, a great servant of the club. His story and everything, how hard he worked to get to this level is something that a lot of people can take a note out of his book, and it's fantastic. I played a lot against him, hated playing him. Unbelievable competitor, and just to hear some of the guys tell stories and stuff about him, it's definitely well deserved.
Have you managed to build a bond just by being around the place and him being around the place, even though you were never teammates?
Yeah, for sure. We see each other a fair bit around here and talk basketball, talk shoes. He's a big shoe guy. I didn't really know that playing against him, but he loves his basketball shoes. So no, it's good. I pick his brain as well. He's won a lot of championships and been a very successful player. So anytime you bump into him and you can gain some knowledge, it's definitely worth it.
Does it feel any different having someone like that watching you from the sideline, even at training?
Not really. It's good to have him there. It's good to see past players coming through as well. We had Ricky and Paul Rogers and a lot of guys come through. So it's really cool to see that link between the past players and the current players. I think that's something that the club does really well, and hopefully, I could be a part of that in the future.
Have you played in a game before where there's a jersey retired beforehand throughout your career at all?
I think I have. Rob Rose for the Townsville Crocs. I think I was a part of that game. It's very special. You see a lot of past players come out and support their teammates and things like that. So it's really cool in that respect. But it's definitely going to mean something a little bit more than just a game.
So when you arrive here and you go to the RSC Arena and you look up and you see the names that are up there in advance, does it help you to educate, just having those names there, does it educate you around what this club is and what it means and all that sort of stuff?
I think so. I was a very big NBL fan when I was growing up. So a lot of those guys I was able to watch play. I was very young, obviously, but it's very cool to see that. And I think it's good for the newcomers to see, if you hang around a successful club like this, one day that could be you.
This week, obviously, you've played. They haven't played for a couple of weeks now. How's the preparations going for Thursday night?
Yeah, good. I think everyone, kind of did what they had to do, whether it was take care of your body or get extra reps. So it's good to see, everyone back and raring to go. It's a good little break, and I think this next part of the season is super important.
Did you need that break, given that you had 4 games, 9 days? You managed to get the last win, obviously, but with the body starting to go, this has been a bit of a challenge, this fixture.
Yeah, I think everyone everyone in the league kind of needed that little bit of a break. 4 games in 10 days with the travel and everything takes it out of you. But at the end of the day, it's our job, and I think it just came at a good time.
Do you think you're in a good position now at 4 and 5 to take that Adelaide win and try to get back into 50-50 and then go forward?
Yeah, for sure. There's obviously positives and negatives to come out of a game. I think it's good that we're sticking true to who we are. We're not going to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. There's definitely areas we can tighten up, and we've adjusted some of those throughout this little break, which is good to see. And I just love the group of guys we got. We're getting together, we're having lunch and things like that, catching up as much as we can. And I think that just creates a nice tight bond.
One of those things was taking pressure off Bryce. Is that something you've discussed in the last, you haven't been here, but 8 days, and what you work towards to keep that winning up?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's hard for defenses to key in on one guy when the ball just keeps popping and it's moving and everyone's kind of contributing. And I think that's probably the beauty of the last, definitely today. I noticed a big difference in ball movement and stuff like that. And I think that's when we become tough to guard.